currently the vibe is all about Raksha Bandhan, so why not actually engage in the conversation with the team of Raksha Bandhan. Welcome all of you. Welcome,
thank you very
Akshay.
much.
And first of all, congratulations for this movie. Akshay, after a long time we are going to have a family drama wherein it is going to be full-on entertainer. How does it feel? I mean, your first reaction.
It feels great. It feels lovely, and it feels it's great to return to feelings, and it's a kind of a film where not many people have tried their hand on, because after 35-40 years anybody is making a movie on brothers and sister relationship.
Yes.
And such a simple film, and such a relationship which is there in every household, and we have not done that. And I was surprised myself, and I was taken aback that nobody has ever tried that. And when Anand Roy told me about the story on the phone, that he realized, and he also realized because of pandemic, because we all were sitting at home and we were all with our families, and we were all investing our own time, all the 24 hours we were investing in the family, with the family. So he realized, let's make a movie like this, and in 10 minutes I said, yes, let's do it. So he started writing it, and here we are. After the pandemic, we are releasing the film with a U certificate, which is a great thing for us. And the best part about the film, I've watched the film, it's a very simple film. See, this बहुत साधारण picture hai, talks about family values, brothers and sisters, and shot in a very simple way, and dil se bani film.
It will connect to the audience.
Everybody.
Yes.
It is not audience only. It will connect to everybody.
Yes.
I remember I was shooting just now few weeks back. I was shooting in London, and there were some there were foreign crews. I was just talking to them. They asked me about my next movie, and I was so what is Raksha Bandhan? So I told them about it. It's about brothers and sisters. So they got to my notice that nobody makes a movie on brothers and sisters, even in Hollywood also. Nobody has done a movie on brothers and sisters. Yes. And here also we made a movie, 40 years back we made a movie called Tapasya, and some 3-4 songs are there we have. That's the maximum songs we have when it comes to Raksha Bandhan. So I'm glad that we got this opportunity to make it. And there is a small little thing about talking about Dahej also, which is there.
Yes, and also congratulations Smriti, Sehaj and Deepika for your debut. How was it, Smriti? I mean, it's a great opportunity to share screen with Akshay. There is Bhumi, Anand Roy is directing the film. How was it? What was your first reaction when you got the role?
Basically, I mean, it was a great moment of my life, and मुझे जब पता लगा कि Anand sir is directing and it's starring Akshay sir, so it was another level of happiness for me. And because आपने कभी कुछ सोचा है कि हाँ you'll be working in movies, है ना, and you get your first movie जहाँ पे Akshay sir is there and it's directed by such a huge director, so it was altogether a different emotion.
And Akshay sir also got 4 sisters whom you took to shopping. Whose idea was that, and what happened, Sadia? When he took you for a shopping, I think.
We were playing Ludo, and मैं इनसे हाँ बता अरे बता.
You guys went to shopping in Lucknow.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? I mean, it's
no, we have shopped everywhere, every city. We shopped in Hyderabad. Yes, we shopped in Jaipur. We shopped in Indore. We shopped in Calcutta.
जहाँ शॉपिंग कैलकाटा में जहाँ नहीं भी कर पाए वहाँ पर भी हमारे पास आया.
It's like a pre-Raksha Bandhan gift.
Yes, it's already started for us.
But Sadia, like we saw you last in Shikara, and this is also one of like a big opportunity for you as well. How did it go? Like on the sets, off screen also we can see that bonding, in all those videos which are now surfacing. How was the experience?
Pretty great. I remember after my first film, I took some time to pick the second one, because my idea was that अगला जो भी करूँगी वो बहुत अच्छा होगा. It has to have all the elements. I was desperately waiting, actually praying for a project that is like, and I couldn't have asked for a better one. When I got to know it's Akshay sir, I was thrilled. आनंद सर के साथ मतलब आई हैव सीन हिज प्रीवियस वर्क, उनकी फिल्म्स में जो औरतें होती हैं उनके कैरेक्टर्स को देख के ही तो मतलब दिल ऐसा हो जाता है. तो वो एक प्ले करने का मौका मिला मुझे. वो एक्सपीरियंस डिफरेंट था. अब प्रमोशंस का कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट है और दोनों ही इन इटसेल्फ हैज़ बिन ओनली टीचिंग मी. इट्स द अदर साइड ऑफ life, and I am honestly very happy, and I have so much of gratitude right now. I'm just hoping this turns out.
But I'm sure it must have been a learning experience, and considering he's very professional as an actor and also fun-loving. So, were there any moments on sets where he was, pulling your leg in Sahaj? Did all those fun moments happen? Like, pulling your leg and making some jokes and cracking all
They
those
have cracked jokes on me.
But I must say that there is never a dull moment with him. He always makes us laugh. ये मूछे हमारे आईब्रोज में लगा देते थे, मूछों अपर लिप्स पे लगा देते थे. बहुत सारी मस्ती करी, खाना खाया. जोक्स तो हर टाइम इनके ऑन रहते हैं.
But amongst the four, who is the naughtiest one did you find?
सादिया.
So कब से?
What makes you say so?
सादिया आज से.
इसी वक्त से.
That's not really true.
But what makes you say so?
अभी ये इलायची खा रही थी एंड शी इज ईटन द अंदर का जो इलायची के दाने होते हैं एंड देन शी इज आस्क्ड क्या खा रही है तो देन शी इज पुट उसका छिलका दे दे ये ले खा ले तू.
That's not true. आप इनसे पूछ लो कौन.
अरे क्या किया था बता.
इनसे पूछ लो who's the naughty one. अभी दीपिका से पूछो.
नहीं पहले बता ये किया कि नहीं.
या she did that. वो खा के उसने निकाला, मेरा हाथ पकड़ा और ऐसे पकड़ा दिया उसने.
वो कोई छिलका देता है इलायची का.
आपने
वो भी ऐसे मुंह से ऐसे रगड़ के तूने दिया है.
And who will, like, okay, she was found eating elaichi, but in general also, who is the foodie one amongst the four?
फूडी तो हम पांचों. हम पांचों. ये
we bonded, we connected over food.
हाँ yeah,
Right from
actually
the
food
day
has connected
one.
us.
Then I should
Yes.
also join in.
I remember
Yeah.
Bhumi also
You like
used
food?
to.
Oh, I'm a Punjabi, no, as you said.
Yeah, as you said, and which you don't know Punjab to speak Punjabi.
Because I'm born and brought up in Delhi, no?
तो
My mom just speaks.
मैं भी
in
दिल्ली का हूँ,
Punjabi
but
with
I
her
still know
relatives who
Punjabi.
how to speak Punjabi.
so now you better when you go back start learning Punjabi.
Yeah, I'll tell it. Akshay has asked me to learn Punjabi.
Yeah, you should.
But also, when we speak about bonding, you have a sister also. Like there is this emotional connect between you two. But back then, when she entered your lives, how was it? How did your lives change?
My life changed. Everything changed in my life. My parents' love was divided. Was actually given more attention to her than me. कोई भी घर में कुछ भी गलत होता था मुझे इल्ज़ाम दिया मतलब मैं करता था. So क्योंकि she was a devi and I was a rakshas. So everything changed.
But also, when you guys grew up, I have seen like brothers are like very protective of their sisters, especially when they go to college. All that zone comes in कि मेरी बहन के आसपास कोई लड़का ना दिख जाए. Were you like that?
No, I was not like that. No, I was not.
And so what kind of like, of course you must be protective of her. So what is the bonding between you two?
She is
now?
more protective.
She is more
Yeah,
protective.
she handles me much more than I handling her.
But Deepika, when we talk about this bonding, you also have a sibling?
Yes, I do. I have a younger sister.
Oh, young. Oh,
Yeah.
Then when we speak about bonding between two sisters, is totally like different, because there are moments like in brothers and sisters, they might not be sharing everything, but between sisters, it's like it's an open relationship. So how is it between you two? You guys share everything from secrets to like clothes also?
Everything. I think if you've seen in the trailer, हम समोसे के लिए झगड़ते हैं. हमारे घर पे भी यही होता है. Just मेहमान जा रहा है. It's like bye. Then we directly go to the food. That's the first thing that we do.
That's neat.
So that's our relationship, and हम मतलब
और वो कभी ये भी होता है ना कि मेहमान कुछ गिफ्ट लाया था तो अरे इसकी क्या जरूरत थी. अच्छा ठीक है लाइए और जैसे ही गया खोलो.
That happens during खर्ची.
अच्छा अपना बाद में खोलो पहले बहन का खोल दो सब कुछ.
वो जो
हाथ में पकड़ा दिया उसका है मतलब ऐसी वाली.
मुझे देखे गए.
Can't share. But then when parents say no, don't give, and we're like, why are you saying?
No, that happens.
Don't say
That happens during money. वो जो कभी खर्ची देते हैं, like, अरे क्या कर रहे हैं आप?
That's what she was doing with you also, playing in Ludo.
तूने मेरे साथ भी किया था। अरे क्यों 5,000?
I'm taking it as blessing. I'll take it as a blessing.
या
No, but that's
ये कमाल की राशरी वाली लाइन तूने दी थी।
No. I can't say this right now, but I'll talk to you.
Well, it seems like you guys had a lot of fun on the sets, but also when it comes to learning, learning process, Sahaj, as I said, you're making a debut. You must have gone through a long process. There is Bhumi, Anand sir, Akshay to support you. What was the learning process like? How did it, how did this project, how will this project help you in the further upcoming movies which you will sign?
तो जैसे कि मेरी पहली फिल्म है, कैमरा मैंने कभी कैमरा को फेस किया ही नहीं था. जैसे सर बोलते कि हमको कैमरा पता ही नहीं था कहाँ है, बट ही इज सो एक्सपीरियंस. आई रिमेंबर कि एक शॉट था जब वो बोलते थे कि एक्शन, और मैं लेट आ रही थी. अक्षय सर सेड 3 सेकंड्स पे आई हो, और मैंने लिटरली 3 सेकंड काउंट किया और मैं आई एंड द टाइमिंग वाज राइट. तो ये एक्सपीरियंस से मेरे को बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला है. और आनंद सर ने और अक्षय सर को देख के ही कि कितने फ्री हैं वो कैमरा के आगे. क्योंकि मैं थिएटर करती थी, आई यूज्ड टू ओवर प्रिपेयर, पर मेरे को अब पता लगा है कि कितनी इंपॉर्टेंस है टू लेट गो थिंग्स and be free.
Yes.
So yeah.
But also I want to ask, like when we speak of Raksha Bandhan, it also takes me to those school times when we used to tie Rakhis to boys in class. Did it ever happen to you, like girls coming?
No, it happened to a friend of mine. उसने अपने आप को बाथरूम में बंद कर दिया था और she was knocking the door. She started crying and मुझे इसको राखी बांधनी है, दरवाजा क्यों बंद करके. वो बाथरूम में बैठ गया जाके. वो कह रहा मैं नहीं आऊँगा बाहर, मैं नहीं आऊँगा.
But it never happened with you, like in college or school, or
नहीं हुआ.
No? Happened with any of you guys? Like, did you ever tie Rakhi to boys in school? Like,
No.
There was this once, अभी मेरे को याद आया, अब मैं स्कूल में थी और एक लड़का था, उसको मेरे पे क्रश था. तो मैं ना स्पेसिफिकली राखी के दिन उसके पास राखी लेके गई. तो उसने राखी बांधी और निकाल के कहता मंगलसूत्र बांध दो.
तूने राखी दी, वो मंगलसूत्र बांधा.
मैंने उसको बोला आई न्यू दैट ही हैज आस्क्ड मी आउट व्हाटएवर. तो अब मेरे को सबके सामने उसको राखी बांधनी थी. तो मैं बोला it's Rakhi today and I want to tie you Rakhi. Will you be my brother? तो पहले तो बड़ा उतर गया और फिर साइड होकर कहता उसको मंगलसूत्र निकाल के बांध दो.
Well, of course, Raksha Bandhan is such a topic that it is so connected, and I guess it's rooted. It's rooted to our culture. So I'm sure the movie is also going to give us all those glimpses and going to take us through the roller coaster of all those memories that we have had in our lives. Well, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
For giving us time and having this lovely conversation.
Thank you very much.
Bhumi, you are once again going to share the screen with Akshay Kumar. We saw you last in Padman, Toileting Prem Katha. Yes. So, how was the experience this time? Was it different? How was the vibe? Take us to the journey.
It's honestly, this is my third collaboration with Akshay sir. I first collaborated with him right at the start of my career with a very, very career-changing film for me. Toileting Prem Katha was a very, very important film for me. And from then to now, our relationship has only gotten thicker. And I've realized that he's such an authentic person because he's exactly the way he was back then. Warm, supportive, loving, full of life, disciplined. Nothing about Akshay sir has changed. I just feel like I've found out more facets about him, and I'm so excited because I'm kind of my circle. It's like a circle because actually sir, Toileting Prem Katha bhi 11 August ko
11th August. It was the same day.
Coincidence. Like a circle with him, and to be a part of a film like Raksha Bandhan, एक तो मेरा dream था कि when will I get a chance to be directed by Anand sir. And this was my dream as an actor. As a female actor, because the way he portrays his women is just, it's rare, you know. and the way Sir portrays a man-woman relationship is rare, and just human relationships. And Raksha Bandhan is just that, right? So for me, just the team with Himanshu sir and Kanika's writing, Anand sir directing it, and then Akshay sir and these 4 beautiful girls. They are so brilliant in the film, and they are all heart, and like Raksha Bandhan has a very special place in my life because it's such an important story that needs to be said. But as you rightly said, after so long, there's a family entertainer, a film that you can take your toddler to your grandparents.
Yes.
The entire family can sit together and watch this film, and I'm so excited because I've not had an opportunity to do that with my own films in a very long time.
Yes, of course, and I mean the title itself is, like as you said, it's an emotion, and it's connected to our roots and culture. So that is what is it about. But what was it first thought, when you decided to make this film? Because as I said, after a long time we are getting to see a family entertainer, and now a movie wherein you have magnificently, portrayed a relationship between siblings.
No, very personally, I'll tell you, the reason to make this film was I needed certain correction in myself. First of all, in myself, was I realized that in last few decades, and especially last 7-8 years, people around me, we have been acted little more smarter than required. We don't have to be that smart. We don't need to be. We are humans. We have to be. God has given us that kind of thing. We should be emotional about things. We should be sensitive about things. We should respect each other. We should fall in love. That's very important. And this all happened, nature gave us time at the point of pandemic when we were sitting in our homes, and I realized that actually it is all about love. You have to. Nothing is bigger than bonding. Nothing is bigger than family. Nothing is bigger than those relationships. I think we have lost that value in last few years. Let's get back there. Let's correct ourselves. बहुत कुछ करना है professionally, but there is a person in you who needs to be fed well with love and affection, and the core thing is your family. So Raksha Bandhan was born in that first lockdown phase when we all were sitting at home and we realized that नहीं ध्यान जाता कि how much balance is there in your bank when you're in kitchen with your family making something, because आप बाहर नहीं जा सकते. Playing with them, playing carom, spending time with your daughter was fabulous. So that is where I realized that we all somewhere need to touch the roots and feel happy about it.
And it surely has, and it is going to, of course. But also when you were selecting the star cast, what was in the mind? Because there are 4 newcomers. I mean, Sadia we have seen in Shikara also, but there are people who are, I mean, the other co-stars who are, making their debut. So what was the thought process? How did the selection process go? And it was very important when you were making a film like that, that emotion, should come out on the screen for the audience to watch, and it should look natural. So did it all happen naturally amongst you all, and was there an effort required? How was it?
There is a certain a process when you are making a film like Raksha Bandhan and you decide that I should have with Akshay Kumar as a brother and these 4 girls, 4 newer girls with they should come without baggage. ये सारा चल रहा होता है as a maker.
Yes.
This is there in. But the toughest part was this casting for me, which is, and the frame will tell you. Your frame will tell you why she's there. There is Akshay Kumar on the hoarding, on this picture. These 4 girls are there. But she is owning it and taking the responsibility of the film so beautifully in front of you. This is very rare, And I'm telling you, as a director, I'm very thankful to actors like her who are so secured and they are contributing not to just by playing a character, but contributing to the film which director wants to make. So I'm really proud of Bhumi as an actor, and I could have not imagined somebody else to do this. We have a lot of good actors, but to do this with so much of heart, you know, talking about Raksha Bandhan, and as I said, as a maker, I'm always very thankful to my actors because they start living your dream. But when they own it like this, I'm really privileged person. I can say I'm really honored.
Were there some moments wherein you actually got emotional because you also have a sister? And when we speak about that bonding between siblings, a bonding between two sisters is different because I also have an elder sister. I can relate to. How is it between you two? I mean, even when I say going back to that teen age wherein maybe we don't get open up that much, especially the younger ones, and how it naturally develops years later when we just, you know, become like buddies.
Like for me and my sister has always been extra open with me. we've never had any, you know, we've been quite honest with her. And she's my best friend, she's my partner in crime. We fight over the silliest things, but we are each other's biggest supporters, you know. People often ask us, you know, what's your fondest memory of Raksha Bandhan? And for me, it is actually waking up and tying my sister Rakhi and her tying me a Rakhi. You know, and that's my fondest memory. So she's my heart. You know, and that's the beauty of it. And you know, the way I'm speaking about my sister, you're going to see that energy in the film. You know, when you go with your family and you watch Raksha Bandhan, you're going to be like, yaar, ये तो हमारी घर की कहानी है. You know, ये तो मेरी बहनें मेरे साथ करती हैं, ये मेरा भाई मेरे साथ करता है. You know, these are people that you know, and Anand sir has this. The beauty of his films is that when you're watching his stories, his characters have all shades in them, but there are shades that you instantly connect with. You know, it's like the Anand L. Rai world. You know, and I've become a part of that world. I was in smaller ways, you know, because we've done other films that Sir has produced, but.
But do you guys often fight?
All the time. But like 60 seconds भी last नहीं करती हमारी लड़ाइयाँ. एकदम ऐसा लड़ते और second में moment भूल ही जाते कि लड़ाई हुई थी.
Two sisters can't survive without a fight.
I feel like ये जो sibling relationship ही इतनी सुंदर होती है ना कि through thick and thin आप एक दूसरे को मतलब लोहे के चने चबा सकते हो, लेकिन कोई और नहीं कुछ कह सकता.
Very true, very true.
कोई और नहीं लगे. अगर कभी-कभी मम्मी हमें डांट देती ना, हम टीम बन जाते हैं. So that's the beauty of it.
Yes. But also I want to ask about the idea behind titling it Raksha Bandhan only. Like, how did it come?
Unlearning, as I said. Why you have to be very smart enough to make people think कि ओह कितना मुश्किल से सोचा होगा. नहीं, it's a straight emotion of Raksha Bandhan. Let's title it Raksha Bandhan.
But also in the movie, we see Akshay Kumar taking the responsibility of his sisters, you know, working hard to get them married off. You know, in India, maybe especially in the middle class families, there is a natural that pressure when they have 2 daughters or 3 daughters, like they have to get them married off, they need to have that much of savings in their pocket. Like it's natural, which I have observed because as I said, we both are also sisters, that stress and which comes along with the responsibility. Did you ever observe around you before you entered the film industry, in the family or maybe in your friend circle?
Absolutely. You know, what we are showing in the film is a reflection of what exists in our country. You know, definitely, you know, things are changing. Our girls are empowered and it's only going to keep getting more and more. But the truth of the matter is that, you know, it is years of social conditioning, generations and generations of conditioning that will take time to leave. And, you know, it's films like Raksha Bandhan that are going to help in the cause of it becoming better. And I've seen it with my friends. You know, they've had the pressure moment they've gotten out of college. You know, luckily I didn't have to go through that, or like, you know, in my family we've never had that. हमारे फैमिली में तो उल्टा था, लेकिन मेरे दोस्तों के साथ मैंने देखा है, मेरे एक्सटेंडेड कजन्स के साथ मैंने देखा है कि कॉलेज होते ही शादी करो, और उनकी फैमिलीज पे जो प्रेशर होता है कि करवानी है, एंड obviously something that I don't understand, and I really hope कि अच्छे रोल मॉडल्स के साथ अच्छी ऐसी हमारी फिल्में देख के लोगों की ये सोच भी बदलेगी.
Yes, of course it is. And also, before we wrap up, the film has got the U certificate, which is like a big achievement. What are your thoughts?
No, we are very happy with this U certificate. At least this justifies our intention of making a clean family entertainer. That's a promise which we did to each other, and I think we are delivering this, and thankful to Censor Board for respecting those intentions.
Well, that was a lovely conversation. Thank you so much.